our YouTube channel. I'm Tasha.
I'm Simphiwe.
And in today's video is a story time about when Simphiwe got scammed. I don't know, but she has the worst luck when it comes to buying things or getting scammed in general.
Just getting scammed in general. Like, I have scammed written all over my forehead at this point.
Yeah. I don't know, how many times have you been scammed already?
Successful scam is this one, but like the almost getting scammed, I think about 3 or 4 times.
Imagine.
Not really sure.
What are you buying here?
My iPhone.
Oh, your iPhone.
Yeah.
Yes, I kind of know the story, but I don't know like the full details of it, like everything. I just know that she almost got scammed.
Wow, yeah.
And then I came to the rescue.
I don't know. But yeah, something along those lines.
So where did it start?
So the story goes, I wrote like a few points so I don't forget. Okay. Beginning. Alright guys, so I like nice things. Anyway, I don't know, since high school I've always wanted to own like an iPhone. It's like, because you guys know iPhone has like that vibe, and you will see, you know, like nothing, you've made it in life. No, you could see, guys, I've always wanted to own an iPhone. I don't want to lie. And I've always said, whenever I get money, I would save up and actually buy a phone. So I was able to buy, like, my first iPhone was iPhone 6s Plus, which I had saved up, and I bought it. And then I had to sell it because I needed money. I needed money for my driving. So okay, that's another story for another day. So then when I sold that iPhone, the money that I got from that phone was part of the savings to buy another phone. So the aim was, I wanted to buy an iPhone X. But it's expensive. So I was like, fine with buying a second hand or whatever. So I decided, you know what, let me look for, because I know people that sell iPhones.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go to
And
Apple store.
we had someone that we already knew. I don't know how you ended up not going to
I'm getting them. So yeah, I lose my train of thought. So we bought the phone.
You're still looking for someone to buy the phone.
Anyway, I was looking for someone. So we know this guy that actually sells, like Tasha said, we know this guy friend that actually sells iPhones. And the plan was really, I was gonna buy from him. But yeah, me liking cheap things. I think it on his face. So, you know, these people actually listen in when we talk, because all of a sudden on Facebook I got advertisements for iPhones and whatnot. So Facebook is they're out here listening. So all of a sudden I got adverts from the marketplace or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I found this guy on Facebook who says, you know, you can pay via installments. And then when I checked his price for the iPhone X, it was 7,000, and it was a second hand. So I was like, you know what? And then he even wrote, you know, it's cheap because I get them from Cape Town. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And then obviously I got attracted by the idea that, you know, I could pay installments, because I was thinking, you know, I'm not going to be able to get out those 7K where I'm a student, guys. I do not work. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to, you know, pay installments, and then once everything's paid off, you know. He had said if I could pay half, he was gonna give me the phone while I was still paying. That's number one red flag. But yeah, because I was so desperate that I ignored. Do not ignore my red flag, guys.
Oh, yeah, but no.
Yeah. So anyway, I took his number, and we were talking on WhatsApp. And then obviously I had, at the time I had 4.5. Yes, I had 4.5, and I was ready to like buy the phone or whatever. So I tell him, no, I have 4.5. If I send it now, can you send me the phone, and then I'll carry on paying? He's like, yeah, but we don't usually do that. You know, I'm just doing this for you. Yeah, I'm just doing this for you, whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, it's a shame, that's nice or whatever. So it's like, okay, if I send the money, I should be able to get the phone within 3 days via, I'm supposed to say Aramex. I don't know if I'm advertising, but okay. Via Aramex. And okay, fine, I send the 4.5. And then the problem starts again. And then he's like, oh, you know, this guy, my supplier, says that, you know, I can't give you the phone without you paying the full price. But if you maybe pay because I was gonna pay like a monthly fee, so I was gonna pay like 348 or something for the next 3 months, so that it equates to 7,000. I don't know, it was 300 and something though. So so he says if you can pay that first month fee, and then maybe so that he sees what you'll be able to pay the monthly fees. So I was like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. I pandered for that money, for that 300 and so, yeah, I was broke. I remember.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I gonna get this
Everything
money?
was going into this phone.
Yeah, everything was going into this phone. So I was like, oh, okay. So I sent the 300 and what. So now I was like, okay, yeah, you know, I'll pay you. You know, I'm trying to convince him, you know, I won't, you know, run away with your money. At the meantime, I should be the one watching out. So okay, fine. So I paid the money and whatever, and he says no, you should have the phone within 2 to 3 days. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, because I told him was better. I need the phone. This is like, I have no phone. Like, I legit had a Samsung, and
From like
Samsung from high school, yeah. No, from university, 2017.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had like a J5, and it wasn't done. Like, it was ready to pass. Shame that phone
Carried you through.
carried me through. I don't wanna lie. So I only had that one phone, and I was not happy because I deserve an iPhone. Like, hi guys, hi boo, I boo. So anyway, I tell him, no, I don't have a phone, you know, I need this phone as soon as possible. So he's like, okay, fine. I pay that 300 and something, and then he's supposed to, okay, pass over 2 days, okay, fine, maybe, you know, the 3rd day I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Because I had already sent him my address, my everything, so he, like, I can know that he needs from me. So then 3 days pass, and I'm like, I bought my guy, and then, like, when are you sending the phone?
What did he saying about the supplier?
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Sorry, that's where I'm going. So he says when I asked now the 3 days, it's like, no, the supplier really doesn't want to give out the phone. I thought he was gonna agree because we did it once for his cousin, and you know, I thought there wouldn't be a problem this time. But then, like, he's very like adamant, and he doesn't want to allow me to give you the phone without paying. So I was like, okay, fine. I hope we lose that game for money. I legit just at that point I was just like, I need this phone. So I hustled money and I paid the full price. And at that point I had given him 7,000. And then like, I've paid the full price. Now worse. Give me my phone. And then he's just like, oh, he starts with the stories again now. Okay, so a week goes by and he doesn't, because like, I'm just like, oh, man, it'll come. I'm very like positive, you know, I trust this guy, whatever. And then it goes past and I'm just like, hey boo. So I ask him, my guy, what's going on? And then the story is, and it's like, oh no, it's my supplier, you know, he's not answering my calls, he's disappeared or whatever. And then I'm like, okay, so what must happen to me and whatever. It's like, no. And then that's at the point where we just like, okay, just give us the money again.
Yeah.
So just like, forget about the phone, give us the money again now at this point, because like, I've been waiting, and like in Shelana,
how long was it from the time like you texted him but wanting a phone to then?
I think it's like almost a month.
Yeah,
that I've been waiting.
And it's supposed to be like a maybe 2-week thing.
Not even 2 weeks. Supposed to, however, once I've done payment, 2 to 3 days supposed to come.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, fine. So I'm like, okay. And then at this point, and it's like, oh, because he's very promising. It's like, no, if the supply doesn't come through, I'm just gonna give you back your money. So I'm like trusting him. No, this guy's gonna give me back my money. There is no way, like, you know. So okay, fine. I think like days go by and he's not giving me back money. It's like, no, I'll tell you when I'm ready. He didn't want to like commit to a specific date of when I'm getting the money, because he kept saying, no, I'll tell you when I get the money, I'll tell you, you'll see. None. Okay, fine. Good days goes by and I'm just like, hi, bro, my guy, where's my money? And then I tell him, no, I'm going to the police because this is not working out for me. That's when he's like, oh no, my account is blocked. He has a Capitec account. My account is blocked. Somebody reported my account, which means he scammed
already.
Somebody
He's
else.
been doing it.
So that's when it's like, oh my god, I'm actually getting scammed. So yeah, so then he says, no, my account is blocked and whatever. So in my head I'm thinking, okay, at least somebody has already reported him, so you know it's not that bad, so I don't do anything. And then he says, no, I'll try by all means. I'm very like, I really don't want to owe you any money. I'm not that type of guy. It's just my supplier was scamming people. It wasn't me.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whatever. Like, it's a whole big story. And then, okay, fine. So I listened to him. I'm like, okay, fine. You know, as long as I just get my money back at this point, I won't report anything. It was dumb, obviously. And then like days goes by, I'm like, hey, bro, guy. And then now he starts telling me his sad stories. Like, oh, I'm not working. You know, this is the only way I'm getting money. By selling phones is the only way I'm getting money or whatever. So then I'm like, and so I tell one of my friends when we were in town, or I think one of my friends, probably gonna meet her later on, Jenny. So I tell Jenny, what's I go, Jenny, you know, I was supposed to get a phone. Like, I don't want to share this with anyone because like I felt so down. Like legit, Tasha's the only person I've been telling like all the way, like everything, because I felt really down. I was like, this is me getting scammed. Like I could have just like I'm smarter than this. This is not, you know. So I don't want to tell anyone because I just felt like everyone's just gonna be like, man, you're scamming, and you know, like I get with you and comfort me or whatever, but like there's not like a right thing to say at that point, because like I'm already feeling down and I'm just like, you know I've been scammed. You don't need to keep saying it. So I was like very skeptical telling Jenny like what happened. So I like just told her like a little bit of the story. So Jenny and Minyo, one of like our friend. So I told them, I'm like, you know, this guy said he's gonna give me my phone. Immediately as I tell them, and we were at the mall. Immediately as I tell them, they're like, no, we're going to Capitec, you have to report this. And I was like, no, but he said he was gonna give me. I said, hey guys, I'm pretending. I was like, no, but he said he's gonna pay me back. And then they're like, no, you need to go at least to get as a backup. So I once read this thing on Facebook, somebody's thread, I just can't remember, and I'm sure I even shared it on my Facebook, where they say that you can go to the bank, and if the money is still in their if the money is still in their account, the bank can reverse that money, or like if they can prove which obviously it was a scam or like it was fraud, whatever, it can reverse. So in my head I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's a possibility for me. So I go to the bank, I go to Capitec because I also use Capitec, and so I go there and I tell them what happened, I tell them the story and whatever, and then the lady's like, they call, I don't know, some center or whatever, they call them and they're like, oh, and then they're like, no, the money is no longer in his account, he literally, like, there's no money in there, so he's already used the money. So there's nothing they can do, they can't reverse, they can't do anything. So I asked the lady, what would you suggest? So then she says, you go to the cops, but there's no way you're gonna get your money back, like it's gone. I think that was the moment where it was like, I've been scammed. So then I was like, huh? And then she asked me, how's the relationship with the guy that's scamming me? Like, are we still talking or anything like that? So I was like, yeah, we're still talking. Like, he says he's gonna give me. So he says, I would suggest you don't go to the cops yet. Maybe he will give you the money. Like, maybe he might actually come through or whatever. And besides, I didn't have this guy's address. I didn't know his real name. I've never spoken to him on the phone. So as well, like I'm listing all these things, I'm thinking that was quite dumb, hey? Because this is what happens when you're desperate. This is what happens. You don't think things through. Okay, fine. So I leave Capitec, whatever, obviously heartbroken, and then my friends are like, what happened? And I was like, I don't want to talk about it, but then obviously I had to update them, so I just tell them, no, they said this, and yeah, so there's nothing. So now we try and find the guy's name. I think you found his name. Yeah, so then
we looked online.
Yeah, so then we got, you want to tell
we got two different names. Yeah, so she told me about it and everything. She was keeping me updated, and then I was like, let's try find out online, like search his number, search his business. So we searched his business's name, and it said he was in Johannesburg. You said he was in Johannesburg, no? Yeah, I don't know how he was getting phones from Cape Town, but okay. But he said he was in Johannesburg. I think he gave us an address of the business.
It's like a coordinates.
Yeah, it gave us coordinates. That apparently that the business is at, and it gave us his name, but then it didn't match or something like that.
Yeah, the names didn't
match. The same names. You know, when somebody asks you to send them money, they give you a name that you put as a reference. That name didn't match the name we found online for his business. So already it was like, who is this person? Who are we going to tell the cops that this person is?
Yeah.
You know.
So then you texted him as if you were going to be a client.
I was like, let me try and pretend to be someone else and see if he'll sell me a phone, because he was saying stuff about his supplier. So if he really is telling the truth about his supplier, then he won't have phones to sell. So I went to him, pretended to be a different client, and I was like, hey, do you have, I chose a totally different phone. I was like, do you have this phone? He's like, he does. And he gave me his banking details. He told me how it would be delivered. And then we just knew that was a scam. That was even just, like, we already knew, but there was more confirmation, just because I knew. How were you going to give me the phone if I paid?
Exactly. So then, yeah, so we got his name from there. Well, whatever name he gave us, I don't even know if it's his name. So we got his name from there.
Did he give you the same name as he gave me?
He never gave me his name.
Oh, he gave me his name because I asked. Because she didn't have his name, so I asked his name. I don't remember what name he gave me, but he gave me a name.
I remember the name. I will forever remember this name. But yeah,
I'm also not sure if that's his real name. He could have just gave me any name.
Yeah, so yeah, I was really hurt by this anyway. And even now, thinking about it, I felt really like I could have avoided this whole thing, but yeah, it is life. So yeah, so then I got his name, so I was hoping, since I have his name and the coordinates, maybe I could do some legal action. So alright, so then I got his name, and whatever, I have his name, I have his coordinates. So I was thinking maybe I could take some legal action, because I remember, we law students, you guys should know this by now. So we law students, so I remember when we did I forgot the module, but like we did a module. forgot the module. But there's a thing in law that small claims court. So basically, it's like you write a letter of demand and you say, you owe me this. You owe me this money. Please pay back my money. Stuff like that. So then I was like, okay, maybe I should write a letter of demand, which I should go to small claims court to lodge it or whatever, to just put it all in order. And at small claims court, for those that have been scammed like me, you go to small claims court, you must have the guy or whoever's the person's number, you must have their address, and it's either the physical address where they stay or the workplace address, or like, anyway, just to make sure that even if you start writing this letter, you can you have a place where it can be delivered. So yeah, so I thought I could do that or whatever. So I spoke to one of my lecturers, and I sent her an email, and I'm like, okay, this is my problem, I don't know what to do, what would you advise me to do? So then she said, no, we need his name, we need his address. So then when we look at the address, the coordinates, it's just like in Johannesburg, it's like a central Johannesburg, basically. It's like, it's Johannesburg.
Where are you gonna
there's
start?
There's no like a specific like street number, like a room number, nothing. It's Johannesburg. So even if I was to deliver the letter, who am I delivering it to? So it's like, so then she's like, we need an address, or else we can't do anything. So yeah,
I feel like that's very outdated. Why can't we email him his summons, or telling them to come to court.
Yeah, but then there's so many ways to avoid that. You could say you didn't see
you didn't see the email.
Or like even if we do track that you saw your email, you could say somebody else logged in, or that so. There's just too much admin for the courts, I guess. But yeah. So that happened. So I couldn't do anything, and then obviously as I'm doing all these things, I'm still talking to him. I'm still asking him, when are you gonna give me the money? I'm even saying, this is the last month, please. I'm even negotiating, at least give me half.
And the funny thing is, he keeps on saying Guti.
Yes,
he doesn't come and say, I don't have it.
I don't only see his statuses anymore. So deep down, I feel like he is selling phones, so he is making money while he is scamming people, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just he blocked me now from seeing his statuses, so now I don't see his statuses. He doesn't answer my calls. Every time when I try to call him to hear at least his voice, he doesn't answer.
He's never answered.
No, he's never answered.
Yeah.
So now the only way I talk to him is via text. I have to wait for him to reply. It's a very toxic relationship. So so I got to that point. So even now we're still talking. I think I messaged him yesterday, and I told him, I'm thinking of going to talk to my lawyers because you're not giving me any information. And the thing is, every time I have to be the one now who's asking him what's going on. He doesn't update me, doesn't even tell me, oh no, this is this whatever. Yeah. So but I have a phone now, but I had to save some other money to get a new phone. So it's been a very, very heartbreaking journey. We'll see, but I don't think I'm gonna get it back. We can only be hopeful, but I doubt I'm ever gonna get that money back. So guys, if you're buying phones or you're buying anything online, I was talking to my lecturer when we had our practical middle of the week. She was telling us that if you are buying something online, make sure it's from a supplier, so from somebody that's well known, so like a shop that's well known,
Take a lot.
Super Billers, Zara, and them, so that it's easier for you if anything, there was defects in your products or anything like that, so it's easier for you to fix that problem. Or if it's a once-off, from someone, then make sure that you have that person's name, you have their address, you have at least spoken to them. Physical meetings are not they don't help at all, because then you need to know where the person works and where. So unless you know where the person works or where the person stays, then it's easier, because then you can just write that address or whatever. So those are the most important details that you need if you do something online with someone, if you buy something online with someone. But from my point of view, I would not recommend that you buy anything online from a stranger. Just buy from someone or buy from a local shop, from a shop that everybody knows, so that avoid being scammed. And don't ignore red flags. Don't be naive like me. If it's red, it's red. Danger, khefare, ingozi. I got orange, red, run away. Seriously. But I hope I've helped someone with the story. But don't forget to comment. Maybe tell us your scam story. Hopefully you don't have.
Each other.
Learn from each other. This is a lesson for me, because now I don't just go around buy. And this was my first time buying online from a stranger. So, I've had so many things, so many almost scams. But then because of this thing that happened, now I'm able to analyze everything and double check everything, and now help other people as well. I'm not saying I'm an expert now, but I'm helping other people as well. If it sounds sketchy, or if it sounds let me go there. That's one of my friends told me this when I told him, because I got scammed. It's did you not think, which this sounds too good to be true? And I was like, yes, I did. And it's like, then why did you do it? I'm like, can you not be mean?
Yeah, when you're excited.
Yeah,
or-
so yeah, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably
Yeah.
so run. Yeah.
Alright, that's our video for today. Don't forget to follow us on social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm Natasha Sonblo. On Twitter, I'm Natasha Sonblo. And on Facebook, I'm Natasha Sonblo.
Right, so on Instagram, I'm at @Simphiwe_Ngobese, and on Facebook, I am Simphiwe Ngobese. And on Twitter, I don't know. Google something. I'll keep you guys updated.
See you in our next video. Bye.